Hello and welcome to the piece on EquatIO assignment design. What we'll take a look at is just two ideas of what you could do with EquatIO, with the math space and with the Google Docs to make an assignment from curriculum that you already have, and then use those ideas to further enhance. So what I have in front of me is the EquatIO math space, and what we'll be doing is looking at an enhanced assessment or assignment. So this came from the Eureka problem set lesson 19 in grade 4. And so it asks two simple questions for students to put solutions. Now oftentimes if students don't have something to reference and they're a little shaky on their understanding of what is going on, then they may be likely to skip it or they'll make some fundamental error. So the only thing that I've done to this is taken what was said in the problem set, and on a second page I've added in visuals. So you could add the eighths lines or not, whatever you would think would be appropriate, but this would give a student some way to interact with the assignment. So then when a student is assigned this, what they can do is then come in on their own with the freehand drawing and divide this pizza up, or they could have this sit as it is and answer the question, after giving some to Gary, she had 7/8 of the pizza left. So you could come in here with the freehand drawing and you could just make crossouts for the pieces that are gone. And then what fraction of a pizza did she give to Gary is more apparent after you've done the exploration visually. So then you can connect that to the math and kind of verify what the thinking was. The next example, the baker had 2 pans of cornbread. He served 1 1/4 pans. What fraction of a pan was left? So it's very simple to add files in. So you can drop files or click to upload. And I'll take a picture of cornbread. We can arrange this as we'd like. Maybe make it a little smaller, a little taller, so it's easier to do quarter pans. And I will copy and make 2 pans of cornbread. So then I'll let the students figure out how to serve 1 1/4 pans and figure out how to write in what was the fraction left. The other assignment is going to be in Google Docs, and this one we'll take a look at an Algebra 2 lesson from Eureka, transforming the sine function. In this one, the students are doing an exploration of transforming the sine function in 4 different teams, because there are 4 different values that can be altered, and they alter the sine function in different ways. So this one is the K team, and the K team is the vertical shift. And so what students are going to do is use this function sine of x plus k on a graphing calculator and determine what those values do. Well, that's perfect. So we have a graphing calculator that we can use with our EquatIO toolbar. And so it's powered by Desmos, and we'll go to the graph and we'll add in y equals the sine of x plus, now we can do numbers here or we can do a letter. I'll do a number first to show you this one. And then you could ask students to change it on their own. Or even better, you can say plus k and add the slider. That way, let's start k at 0. And we can even set values of k, but I won't do that yet. I'll let k take on any values between -10 and 10. But we'll start it at 0. Just say insert graph. And here students have a start. This is the function f of x equals sine of x. In the graph it looks like y equals sine of x. And then students would get this as an assignment, click on the graph and say edit, and then they could explore with the slider the different values of k. They can type them in, 2, 3, -1, whoops, and so on and so forth, and then be ready to give a detailed report back to their team. So these are a couple of ideas that you can do to make assignments with EquatIO and EquatIO toolbar. Really the sky is the limit. You can do as many things as you can think of that can involve these tools. Lots of ideas are out there. Thank you for watching.